Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I was previously using this Harpy to do some just general high-sec combat exploration and also to do some T1 Abyss solo, and I was actually very lucky. I managed to get 2 escalations, one in high-sec and one in low-sec. I don't really think I have the time to do this one in low-sec, unfortunately, but I am at least going to do this one here in high-sec, and I even preemptively moved my character to this system so that now, the next day, when I actually have time to play, I'm going to go and try to do this 4 out of 10. Guristas 4 out of 10 in the Harpy. Now, this is a pretty tanky Harpy. It's got a pretty mean passive tank, big buffer. I do think that it could be issues if the cruisers are able to apply to us, but I hope that they won't. Because the Pith and Mortifiers, a type of Guristas cruiser, they do actually apply pretty decently to my Confessor when I use that in the 4 out of 10s, so I think maybe it could be an issue with this, but this is obviously smaller than a Confessor, so we'll have a better time speed tanking, and then also we have got pretty good tank, especially when it comes to the kinetic and kinetic and thermal resist. Now, it would have been better that we had more thermal kinetic resist. In fact, we could have probably put this thermal EM shield amplifier to give us kinetic shield amplifier. That would have been even better. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. But still, these 2 resists are very good, especially the kinetic in Guristas, and those are the ones that are the highest here. So hopefully it'll go well. The mortifiers are the really number 1 priority, so we'll just go in and see how well we are able to speed tank these guys. Hopefully it'll go good. We'll just go a little bit to the side like this. Probably that'll be a good idea. And when we're taking out the cruisers, I'm gonna go for the cruisers first. And when we're taking out the cruisers, we'll just snipe the frigates. It'll go so quick after the frigates are down. But this is one good thing that is nice about these, the railguns here. We've got the good range. Like you see, we're able to shoot them pretty far, apply full damage with our relatively close range ammo. The Antimatter, Caldari Navy Antimatter, so it's going actually pretty decently. And we can see here, even though we're like orbiting, like pseudo orbiting, I'm using a custom route here by holding down Q. I'm still able to get some very good hits in penetrating shots because, I mean, we're using small weapons, we're up against cruisers, so it's pretty natural. And, oh, look at that. Look how good we're tanking. The Pith and Mortifier is doing no damage to us almost. I mean, they are doing the most damage if you compare it to all these numbers here, but we are hardly taking any damage, and that has got a big degree to do with how small our signature radius is, how quick we're going, and also our resist as well. So that's why I feel like I'm tanking a lot better than I was in the Confessor I used quite a while ago. I can even just for fun just use that as all damage control. A bit dumb maybe, but I used it, but it's just for fun. It's not really that useful when it comes to the passive tank. I mean, it is good because it gives us that resist, giving us more buffer, but it's not like an active tank where, you could activate it and then boost to full HP. It's like, really all it's doing is just giving us a few seconds to survive if we really needed to, but it can I feel like it's got a bit more clutch potential when you're using an active tank, because then you could boost to full shields from nothing. I think it's just feels like you're doing more there, but I guess in the end it's still just a limited invulnerability time for a few seconds. Like our recharge rate is not that crazy high. We've got like 20 second recharge rate, so not the best. 20 HP per second I think it was. 26, but it's still alright. I mean, it's not that bad. Okay, we need to keep moving because there, Pith and Mortifier did 46 HP damage because I stopped right there. So I just have to keep moving really, and then I'll be alright, it seems. And the cruisers are really what's going to take a long time. When it comes to these frigates, they're just going to do blap, 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 blap. It'll be so quick. So just keep moving in space, and I think it'll be alright. We can even put tactical overlay on maybe, so that we can see stuff. If we put like this and put the tactical overlay like that, there we go. So now I can actually see the direction we're moving a bit easier. But for immersion purposes, I like to also have this off from time to time because, you don't see all these lines everywhere. But it is quite useful to be able to see the lines that you are moving, where you are moving, if you're moving by a certain distance, or you're just moving like into infinity. Alright, this Inferno is soon down. 3 cruisers left, or 4 cruisers actually, but 3 after this one. I'll go for... We're actually doing a good resistant type as well. We're doing kinetic damage as well. But yeah, majority kinetic damage. That's good for Guristas because Guristas, they have very low kinetic resistance. That's good for here. We're always doing thermal as well, but kinetic is the majority of the damage we're doing. Actually, this Guristas guy here, Guristas Scout Officer, has a very low tank, and we'll see here that he'll go down very fast if we compare it to these other cruisers. It's just, I don't know why. I've found that he seems to have a very low amount of tank. But I'm very happy how we're doing this so well. Very strong tank indeed. Like, I'm not even coming close. Like, we have the most amount of recharge here. You see, like, around like 30% or 25%, something like that. But we're just at like the 90% or something like that recharge rate, like 90% shield HP, and we're still pretty much tanking stable like this. And it just shows how good we're mitigating damage, not just with our shield, but like also with moving. Because at this amount of shield HP, we hardly have any HP recharge at all, actually. So it really shows how much we are using like resists and our speed tanking to avoid damage. So pretty happy about that. I would have actually, gonna be honest, I would have thought I was going to struggle a bit more in this than I am doing right now. The next room is a bit problematic, but at the same time I find like it's not that bad compared to the first one, because you could sort of keep, you're spawning a little bit further range, so if you want to, you could obviously just like speed tank a bit, or like keep range, snipe them a bit better. You can see here the Guristas Scout Officer went down very quickly, so now it's going to be a massive slaughter. Now we can just see here, this guy apparently can drop some Dread Guristas modules. Where is he? Is this one? Yeah, that one. We'll go here. Go here, grab this. You see, like, we one-shot these guys basically. One shot. We'll even do like this. Look, we're gonna split these guys into different groups. Or actually, no, we'll just have everything. 4 of these. And we'll just split these here so we have to press less. So we just leave it going like this. There's pop-de-pop, pop-de-pop. Okay, we've got a Overseer Personal Effects. And we could actually get this. This is something, but it's alright. We can get it. I think it's enough space, yeah. I've still got that Abyss loot from yesterday, actually. We can lock up more NPCs. Yeah, you can see we're taking a bit more damage now because all these frigates are able to get under our guns. They're getting a 0 on us. But it's okay, we can just keep range like that, and even then we're not even going close to the lowest amount of or the highest amount of recharge rate, which is around here. This is so cool. Like, look how we're just annihilating these frigates. Just so easy. The frigates in these high-sec anomalies, they're just so weak. They just get insta-blapped. It's a little bit of a different story when you go to null-sec, because there's like the frigates you find there, like these elite frigates, they're pretty fast, have quite a bit of tank. They feel almost to some degree like they take more time to kill than battleships when you yourself and going in a battleship that probably doesn't apply that great to little frigates. Can maybe move a little bit close to the gates so that we'll be able to go to the next room straight away. I'll lock up this last one over here. Maybe turn off the afterburner so we don't pull too much range. And we just continue aligning to the gate so that when these are destroyed we can just warp straight away. Alright, soon destroyed. Soon destroyed. Yeah, last one. Boom, let's go. Pretty easy, pretty easy. We'll reload them all here and put them into a big group so we can just take out the... Actually, you know what I might try? I'll try just going for the loot cache directly. Let's see how that goes. I wonder if it'll go well, or we'll just get annihilated by like maybe a sentry or something. We'll try. We'll try going for the radiating telescope and then like speed tank sort of. We can always use it as all damage control if we want to go in there, you know, to just scoop the loot. So we'll just go here a bit to the side. We'll go see how that works out in mitigating damage. I hope it works, because it'll be a bit unfortunate that we have to go through all these guys, but I mean it's not too bad. It will take a bit of time, but it's not too bad. The Harpy is, as we saw in that last wave, was pretty effective at knocking out those Guristas cruisers. So we'll do a little bit of an orbit like this. Just shoot the radiating telescope until it's down. We can orbit maybe at 20 kilometers because we've got optimal range of 22. So we'll orbit at 22 kilometers. It'll probably put us around 21, something like that, 22 kilometers. So we'll pretty much hit perfect hits when we're orbiting. We're using an afterburner, so the slingshot like ability of your orbit is not going off by that degree. Like if you're orbiting something very fast and say like a MWD, you'll be orbiting probably a little bit further away than you actually tell it to orbit, just because of like this sort of slingshot way it works. Usually with Afterburners you don't have as much of a problem because you're a bit more like mobile, you've got a bit more agility to your ship, so you're able to orbit a more precise distance. As you can see here, we're pretty much orbiting perfectly at 20 kilometers. Seems like mitigating damage is alright. It's alright. I mean, we are taking a tiny bit of damage, but it's not too bad. And the structure, I think the structure is the beefiest on this radiating telescope. Is it the beefiest? I think it is the beefiest. Or maybe it isn't. Let's see. I mean, it is 95% structure already. Or 1% from that one here right there. But it is taking a bit of armor. Like sometimes it bleeds through armor to structure. A bit inconsistent how it does that. Okay, yeah, we'll get through this soon. We have to use a few ammo clips, but I think it's alright. Tank again is alright, so that's decent. We're very fast as well, so it'll be very easy for us to scoop the loot since we're going at 800 meters a second. And we're like, just generally speaking, fast because we're able to avoid damage, so it'll be pretty simple. And even if we can even use that as damage control, if stuff gets too spicy. And we've got a pretty fast align time too. I mean, not crazy fast, but all frigates tend to have a pretty fast align time. And not that fast, actually. In fact, this is quite slow. But we'll still be able to warp out pretty decently fast compared to, say, like a cruiser. Because of us being in a little frigate over here. We're now very close to these cruisers over here. And seems like damage is actually perfectly fine. We're not really taking much damage at all. Yeah, that's great. Look at that. It's going down slowly but surely. Yeah, I think the structure was the fattest on this radiating telescope. We can maybe even look at attributes somewhere. Probably says. No, it doesn't. Is it probably on the website like EFFA or something like that? They'll tell you the structure HP. But I think the structure HP is the biggest on the radiating telescope right here. This reconnaissance device for the Guristas uses them to relay important info to their pirate comrades to do their nefarious deeds, the Guristas pirates. But that's great. I'm happy that we are able to just like go for this loot and not even have to worry about the NPCs. We're just able to go for the loot straight away. It's really cool. So now probably we can angle in on the radiating telescope because it's going to go down any second now. There we go, down. We'll go for this container over here. We might need to use the Zol damage control, but I don't think we will. We'll probably use it anyway, just for fun. So now that we've changed angle a little bit, we went down a bit in velocity. So I noticed that we went down a little bit in the shields. We had like 90%, now we have 80%. Go a little bit to the side maybe. No, we'll go directly to this box right here. Okay, open up this. Pitham C-type multispectrum! Yes! Now that's what I'm talking about. And that is what I'm talking about right there. That is the good loot you get from the 4 out of 10s. Not this crap loot with this like Pitham C-type kinetic deflection field or something like this really crap stuff that is worth less than a bounty of a single NPC. This is the good stuff right here. The Pitham C-type multispectrum. This is one of the best drops you can get from the 4 out of 10s, in fact. So we were very lucky here. I have not got one of these in a very long time. I'm very happy about that. And you know what we're going to do here? We're going to just put this on our Harpy right here. If we can fit it with the CPU. I think we can fit it with the CPU. We'll put it on our Harpy and we'll have even more HP. Because we've got a pretty fat HP on this thing. We'll have even more HP with the Pitham C-type multispectrum. Let's see if we're able to fit this. Oh, yes, we are. Look at that. Perfect fit as well. So look here. Oh, wait, with the Zol damage control, we have 82k HP. 22k EHP frigate right here. Harpy is a beast. Harpy is a beast. You know, we could have probably also, if we wanted to, tweak the fit and put a core probe launcher here. And we could have maybe even been able to like go and do some exploration for, you know, these cosmic signatures that maybe we could have some DD sites found that way instead, not just pure combat. But anyway, that's a 4 out of 10 in a Harpy. Went very smooth, indeed. Was very happy that I was able to just go and get the loot, not even have to destroy any NPCs in the last room, saving a lot of time. And also, I was extremely surprised that we for the first time on camera get the, is this the first time? I think it's the first time on camera I'm getting actually good loot from the Guristas 4 out of 10, because Guristas 4 out of 10s just have I just have so many memories of them being so crap. So hope you guys enjoyed this video right here. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.